All right, semifinal number 1. We've got Chronic versus aZapatos in the North American server December Duels. For anyone that maybe is just tuning in, this is a simple format. Single elimination, 8 players. $750 prize pool, winner take all. All best of 5s, including grand finals. We wanted to simplify things as much as possible. And yesterday, aZapatos actually ended up moving forwards into the semifinal by means of a forfeit. Unfortunately, his opponent was unavailable. Something came up and they were not at home. This will actually be the first time that we get to see aZapatos in main event. Backflip flick will work for an outplay. aZapatos the first to strike. Quick change in direction. He's made Chronic bite. But the other players, Chronic and the next 2 that we'll see after this, which is First Killer and Cosmic, those 3 players looked extremely comfortable and confident yesterday. Now, as I said at the top of this match, the competition will be stiff today. It will be a little bit higher level. But so far, these guys have all been dominant. aZapatos with a strong flick to the far side. And we've seen both of these plays. Obviously, you can make these kinds of flicks and these kinds of cuts with other cars, but I think it just becomes that much more dangerous with the Cintio. Something that just makes aZapatos such a unique player, specifically to play against. Chronic hits both posts. He's going to be frustrated with that press. Fortunately for him, he will pull this back into a safe spot, deep in the blue side. Now he's collected possession. aZapatos, early dive. Outplayed by Chronic, and the slow play is good for Chronic's first. We saw Chronic make use of this a few times yesterday. When he has a player essentially beat, and that player will have to stretch, try to reach the challenge, reach the save. Chronic knows that player will be urgent and desperate, and most likely will dive right past his fake. Did a great job of that yesterday. See him making use of it again today. aZapatos may have overextended here. Chronic gets his second. Easy counterattack. 1 goal difference. See aZapatos daring Chronic to step forward. Really hoping that he could get Chronic deep into the corner. Potentially make a bad play. Similar to what we're seeing here. Chronic has wisely backed off. Still low boost, so it's going to be a tough save. aZapatos, slow and controlled. Sets up a bounce dribble. Chronic has to dive early. Again, low boost in the tank there. Not many options for Chronic defensively. Kickoff game is an interesting one. These guys, both of them, willing to throw specialty kickoffs at one another. Oh, that is just well done. It looks so simple, but I'm telling you, this is not easy. Chronic throws an immediate shot on target, but look at this first touch. Quick collection and immediate flick over the top. aZapatos has done well to hold the lead, but Chronic has been right here the entire game. aZapatos, very strong position. And he'll just straight away fire 1 on target. Chronic a bit slow moving with no boost in the tank as he gets back into position for defense. 2:05 to play. Zap in front again by 2. And there we see it again. Both of these guys, just the mind games on kickoff. Oh, very well done by Zapatos. Just quickly. Oh, what a save from Chronic. Quickly putting Chronic on the back foot. That is an impressive stand in defense. However, that demo will give Zapatos all the space that he needs. He's extended his lead to 3 goals. Chronic will have the next possession. Heavy first touch. Allows Zapatos dive early and dispossess. In fact, Zapatos has put another one on target. 7-3. Chronic calls next. Only a 4-goal difference there. But Zapatos in game 1, looking confident. One of the things that few players have discussed about Zapatos specifically is how dangerous he is with kickoff specifically. His ability to almost turn the game into a battle of kickoffs, more so than midfield play. Which, as you all know, if you have ever played 1v1s, can be extremely frustrating. Chronic doing what he can to generate some midfield play. Once again, we see him go low. This is, a very different look, obviously, with an air dribble, but it's a similar sentiment. Chronic threatening one way, and then just sitting behind the ball. Faking. Allowing Zapatos to fly by on the challenge. Composure in defense from Chronic, despite being low boost. Maintaining incredible control. Oh, that's a nice flip reset from Zapatos. Chronic decided to jump early. Zapatos, with an easy flick over the top, will claim a lead. Ooh! Oh, watch out! Chronic narrowly avoids being demoed. This is one of the better setups that he's had over the top. This is an easy double for Chronic. He's going to bury that every time. With the way Zapatos is playing, this is exactly what Chronic needs to do. Any time that he gets some space, any chance that he's got for a clean air dribble setup or aerial play, he's going to have to make the most of it. Zapatos has really dominated the kickoff game. You can see there, even when he does not get possession, still remains a threat. Another composed catch on the goal line for Chronic. This time it's Zapatos with a slow play. Will net him a 3rd goal. Chronic goes sailing by. Thought Zapatos would shoot the first time. Just over 3 minutes. There it is once again. Chronic threatening an early dodge with the flip reset. And instead allowing Zapatos to sail by. And I like this adjustment from Chronic. He's not getting big victories in the kickoff. So instead of continuing to try, he has changed up the strategy, thrown in some delay kickoffs. Gonna make Zapatos think about it. Now he's earned himself a little space. Never mind, Zapatos is up very quickly. There's definitely something about Zapatos. He is extremely aggressive, does not want to give his opponent time or space. Oh, what a diving save. Zapatos hustling back into position defensively. You'll need to be careful here. A smart early flick just to push Chronic back in defense. Zapatos again. Staying close, staying active in the play. Stolen away the corner boost. Just refuses to back off. A couple of wall dashes. And Zapatos has accelerated enough to demo Chronic, which of course leaves the net wide open. Zapatos takes his time, rolling it home. Oh, and he's made a mistake there. Chronic will get a freebie. Zapatos' aggression costs him a goal. You can see what's unfolding here is Zapatos wants to steal the boost from Chronic. He's anticipating Chronic collecting that, sweeping to the back corner, picking up a full tank of boost, and maybe initiating an aerial play. So Zapatos is just trying to step one stone ahead. This time it was Chronic with the outplay. Moments later, Zapatos with a couple of bumps down in deep in orange side has thrown Chronic for a loop, and he scored a fifth. Zapatos playing some great Rocket League today. Oh, he's missed the corner. Could give the advantage to Chronic. These are the plays that he really needs to capitalize on. Unable to do so there, but fortunately, Zapatos' recovery a bit lackluster as well. Great zero boost flick for Chronic. Will test Zapatos in defense. But again, Zapatos applying immediate high pressure. And this time, Chronic wins the 50 challenge. Sends the shot directly on target. 54 seconds left. Another early flick for Chronic. Finds the far side. Woo! Both Chronic and Zapatos veering away from one another right there. Most likely would have been a double demo, as both players were full speed. That is a critical demo for Chronic. Zapatos was obviously scoring there. Chronic has held his lead. He'll be in trouble here. Actually, that midfield boost does not spawn for Zapatos. Chronic's able to make the save. He got possession with only 20 seconds remaining. He knows Zapatos wants this possession right back. Pogo attempt for Zapatos. No good. Chronic, lofty shot from the midfield. He'll just hold this possession, run down the clock. That will do it. Chronic will tie up the series. Or have I spoken too soon? Wait a second. No way. Oh! Zapatos put together a nice 0-second attempt, but couldn't get it across the goal line. Chronic will tie us up at 1. Game 3. Of course, the winner will be on match point. And it will be Zapatos opening the scoring. Tripped up Chronic. Probably by accident, but either way, he'll certainly take it. Chronic with a pair of chances there, one from each wall. And the second one, he sent it off the crossbar and bumped Zapatos into the double touch for him. Cool shot, gives Chronic his first. Oh, that's very well done. Chronic kept it safe, kept it low. Knew Zapatos was on low boost. And just sniped him out of the way. Put it in reverse for a moment. Shot the open net. One of the best ways to score is to remove your opponent. Zapatos with an uncommon aerial play. Double reset. Looking for a ground pinch at the end of it. Chronic has made the save. Potentially another aerial setup for Zapatos. Chronic will deter it. Going up to the ceiling immediately. And Zapatos just recovers so quickly. He's going to ignore that midfield boost in favor of immediately accelerating this towards a target. So smart. Zapatos. We talked about this earlier. When Chronic knows that he has his opponent rushing back into the play, he can just take his time, let Chronic desperately flail on the goal line for a moment, and then walk it into the far side. 2-2. Whoa, that's a great shot. Zapatos snipes the back post. I can't lie, I thought it was wide. So impressive. Lifting that up over the top of Chronic as well. Finding that back post. What a shot. Zapatos front by 1. Chronic has wrestled away possession. What can he make of it? Aerial play from the back corner. Flip reset. Weak contact. And that's going to be an open net for Zapatos. Oh, very well executed. Delay kickoff. Rarely do we see Zapatos beaten completely and totally like this on kickoff. You can see it. It required a side dodge from Chronic to stay centered on that 50-50. Chronic with a great read. Strong kickoff will put Zapatos in an awkward position. Both players ignoring that corner boost. And we're tied up again. Back and forth stuff. Oh, a very poor first touch. Zapatos lost control, and that's going to cost him Chronic the easiest goal he will get in this series. Big mistake. Cannot afford to make those mistakes at this level. see again the aggressive dive. aZapatos wants his opponents to feel the pressure. Oh, that is a well-timed dodge. Allows Chronic to outplay aZapatos. That's an aggressive decision. Chronic with low boost, hoping to try to create something out of that situation. He did have aZapatos in an awkward spot, but this is the problem. If anything goes wrong, the net is wide open. Chronic did not have the boost to recover. Aggression getting the better of both players a few times throughout this game and this series. And this time it will reward him. Chronic deciding to turn, jump off the wall, and you see him recover, just boosting back towards the wall as he realized aZapatos was planning to fake, take it slow. Chronic master manipulation of this challenge right here. He knew that aZapatos would be first to the touch. He wanted that. He wanted to be second. Just tap it around aZapatos. Off the wall, pass to himself. Got a 2-goal lead. Should secure his back corner boost as well to make sure he does not get demoed. aZapatos will be conceding again. Desperation in the attacking third left aZapatos in a poor position. "58 seconds remain, plenty of time. aZapatos knows that. Back to Chronic, make a mistake on the following kickoff and spot him a free goal. 55 seconds now, 2-goal difference. Chronic very wary of those demos. You can see him jumping early, jumping up to the wall, making sure that aZapatos can't sneak in a bump. And that touch was actually insane. Chronic knocked it straight up, hit the curve of the wall and the ceiling, which bounced the ball straight out into the middle. Chronic got an easy goal there for a 9th. Easy shot. And now all he needs to do, manage the clock. 30 seconds left. aZapatos demo will buy him some space. Still needs to make this one count immediately. Oh my, what a flick. aZapatos up early. Gonna have to double it though. Couldn't get the first one on target. And that's probably gonna do it. Chronic up by 3. And there's just not enough time left. aZapatos had to make that prior press. Had to make it count if he wanted a chance. So it will be Chronic moving 2-1 in the series and match point. One more win for Chronic, and he's into the grand finals. Looking like he has stabilized after game 1. All in play to open the game, and it's a beauty. Chronic from his own backboard. A full field air dribble. Flip reset just outside the orange box. Perfectly timed dodge. He's found the top shelf. It took a bit, but you can see that Chronic has really figured out a way to neutralize Zapatos' advantage on kickoff. I think was the biggest issue that Chronic faced in game 1. That flick is off target, and Chronic knows it. He's bumping Zapatos all around the field down in the blue side. And eventually finds an opening. Chronic with some bully ball. Found a third. See him tripping Zapatos here. He lost the boost. Lost the race to the boost. But it didn't matter. After tripping Zapatos, kind of throwing him up the wall. Provided Chronic with some space. And that is a very quick acceleration. Zapatos wasting no time putting this shot immediately on target. One bounce off the wall. Bang. Zapatos spots the delay kickoff, but he chips the shot a bit too high. So will be Chronic coming away with possession. His flip reset is over the top of Zapatos, but it's wide. That is a phenomenal recovery. Zapatos bumped up the wall. Dodges back onto the wall. And then quickly chains a few dashes together to get back into position to defend. However, a couple more touches for Chronic. And he's finally found the goal. Valiant effort from Zapatos in defense. 3-goal difference. Still plenty of time. 2:45 to play. Zapatos knows Chronic is low boost. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a sling. I love watching these flicks. Zapatos. Reverse 45-degree flick to the far side. Back within 2. Uh-oh. I think that's on target. Oh, what a save. Zapatos looking for another flick this time. Does not make contact. Oh, that is a fantastic catch. Oh, man. The same flick from the same side. Zapatos feeling good with the ground game. Oh my goodness, top right corner. That is just that is just excellent. Quickly accelerated things towards the net. However, it's just off target, so Chronic able to get back and attempt to defend. Zapatos, the big advantage here. It's a critical clear. Will buy Chronic time for some boost. He chooses to survive on pads. I think that was the right choice. Staying in a position where he can continue to defend the goal. Oh, and now Zapatos has made a mistake. It looked like he got caught in between decisions. Wasn't sure if he wanted to stay on the ball or try to steal a boost. Ended up getting neither. Potentially hoping for a bump. Either way, it's Chronic that has a very easy goal. Now he's up by 2. See if aZapatos goes back to the same flick. This time it's the opposite direction. Plenty of power, but Chronic prepared for it after seeing those prior 2 flicks. And now, with that save, Chronic has recovered quickly and put in an open net the other direction. He's up by 3. Only 59 seconds remain. That's a desperation attempt for aZapatos. He's going to have to do better than that. Chronic flip reset. Looks for the musty flick. This could be the chance aZapatos needs. He gets tripped. But Chronic has bought himself a little time to get back into defensive position. Saw aZapatos make use of backflip earlier. This time, Chronic's ready for it. And I think that's been the name of the game throughout this series. Game number 1, aZapatos looked good, under control, and comfortable. But Chronic downloaded the game plan, figured out what aZapatos was doing, what he was finding success with today, and how he was winning. And after downloading his opponent, Chronic looked comfortable in the next 3 games. Of course, there is still some time here. 3-goal difference, 23 seconds. We'll see what aZapatos can put together in kickoffs. And that should do it. That's going to run most of the time off the clock. Musty flick for aZapatos, but it's not enough. Chronic will be our first player to move forward into the grand finals. A 3-1 victory over aZapatos.